What's up guys, in today's video I'm doing another breakdown / analysis, but this time is for Koi To Uso. There's going to be spoilers in this video, so if you guys don't want to know any spoilers, then click off this video right now, but let's get right into it. So the opening starts off with Misaka, and she has the red string of science, and then it turns to, I believe, another girl, which was Lilina, but if it's not another girl, then it's still Misaka. But then we see Neji tripping over the red string of science, which just shows that he doesn't want to go with the flow or what the government just does, because we see him tripping over it, so he doesn't know what to do. He's confused. So then it shows all the main characters' faces, and after that we see a red string of science, and it zooms down and we see it's near Neji. Then Neji looks at his phone, which is for the government notice, as we saw in the first episode. And if you guys remember, in the first episode it said that Misaka was his actual, he was supposed to marry Misaka. But then the red string of science disappears, which also represents when the government agents come and tell him that he's supposed to marry a whole different person. And this is a spoiler right here, but in the manga, a girl, I forgot her name, but she said that actually Neji was supposed to marry Misaka, and the girl is the granddaughter of the person who actually made the government notices and stuff. So yeah. And then it transitions into the classroom where Misaka is looking at the window, and then he makes a line to clear it up, and we see in his field of view that he sees Neji and Misaka. So I believe this represents two things. Number one, as you guys know if you watched the newest episode, he kisses Neji, so he kinda, he has something for Neji. Also, I believe that because as we saw in episode 2 that he saw them kissing, so he knows there's something up with them. Also, we can see that he has he looks kind of gloomy, kind of sad on there, because we know he has some feelings for, Neji. Also, after that, we just see that Neji and Misaka are talking a little bit, and we can see they are happy. Right after that, we see a glimpse of Lilina in a classroom by herself, and this represents that, how she has no friends, she can't make any friends, so she's there by herself, and she looks really, really sad. So right after the scene with Lilina, it goes really fast, so you guys might have missed it, so I'm going to slow it down on the video so you guys can actually see the moments. But I believe the first moment, I'm not sure if this is in order, but I know these are the moments in it. We see the government agents, which, FYI, this is a spoiler, but they were once dating, and then they got the notices, and they kind of split ways. Another one was where, Neji and Misaka, Neji meets Misaka's dad. And also another moment is with, I believe, the fangirls for Misaka. And we also see Lilina making her first friend inside of her school. And then after that, I believe we see Misaka's brother getting married. We also see Misaka playing Juliet and Romeo and Juliet. And I believe those are most of the sequences. And I also think we see a picture or a phone with something, but I'm not really sure what that was about. So right after that, we see Misaka smiling a couple different ways. But if you guys listen to the lyrics, because the lyrics are really, really important in this scene right now. They're saying Kanashii, 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 which Kanashii translates to sad. And if you guys read the manga, so this is a spoiler, she's actually always pretends to be happy when she's really sad, because she really wants to be with Neji, but she also wants Neji to be with Lilina because, that was his notice. So that's why she's always acting happy even when she's not. So that's why it's saying Kanashii, I believe. After that, we see the red string of science again, and then it transitions to Lilina, and the red string of science is on the floor and it's raining. So I believe that it's kind of trying to say that, he's only going to have to be he only could pick one, and it's going to be sad either way because, they both are really good people. So I believe that's why it's raining and it's a red string of science, and it transitions right into Lilina looking. And it's also, the lyrics are saying Ureshii, 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 which means happy. So, I guess she's happy, or it's kind of trying to say that Neji will be happy with Lilina. I'm not really sure, but I believe that's just my take on it. We then see the group walking, but at first Neji's walking backwards, but quickly he turns around to walk forward, but he's looking down with his eyes closed and he's holding on to his backpack. It looks pretty tight, and I believe he's doing this because, he has to make a choice, but he doesn't know which one to pick. He's conflicted, so I believe that's why he's doing that. Also, if we look at all the other characters, they all have their eyes on Neji, which, just shows that, they all like him. So we see fireflies, and fireflies represent something with love, because I remember reading in the manga something similar to this like happened, and they said something about fireflies. After that, we see two people holding hands, and right now we don't know who it is, but after we see that it's actually Neji and Lilina, so I'm not sure if that means that they're gonna get married or something, but I'm not really sure what that means. But right after that, we see, I believe, Nisaka, yeah, it was Nisaka, and he's kind of he's trying to say something to Neji, like you only could pick one. I believe that's what he was trying to say. And also after that, we see the person who I was talking about, like the granddaughter of the notice, the person that made the notice, and she's talking to Neji, saying, you know, you only could pick one or something. And that girl's actually friends with Misaka, because, you know, she likes Misaka. We then see Neji with two red strings of science, and he clenches his hands and try to hold on to both of them, and we see that he's kind of like conflicted which one to choose. I believe the reason like he has two is because in the beginning, when I told you guys that, you know, at first Misaka was supposed to be, you know, his actual wife, so then that means he had like two red strings of science. But also, it shows that, you know, two people love him, and he only could pick one. And then right after that, we see, like, where only one red string of science actually comes to light. So I believe that just shows that he's gonna actually only have to pick one. He's only gonna be able to pick one. So, yeah. And then in the ending scene, we see a photo of Lilina and then a photo of Misaka. But after that, we see Neji, you know, at first looks happy, and then he looks up, he looks shocked, and he's walking towards the screen. And then right after that, it turns into like a cry drop, or like, you know, someone's crying. So that just shows that someone's gonna get hurt, and there's gonna be a lot of crying in this anime. So if you guys did enjoy this breakdown / analysis of Koi To Uso's opening, please give it a big thumbs up, and like always, have a great day.